What's going on, Halo fans? Luke the Notable here. Today we're going to be talking about how the Halo 5 matchmaking system works. I've sort of talked about this in a couple of different videos, but I've never fully explained it, and just know that this is going to be a very basic version of how the system works. I'm planning on doing a more advanced guide later, but for now we're just scratching the surface of the matchmaking system. This video was actually inspired by iSpiteful. I follow him on Twitter and he tweeted this out. Essentially, he just figured out that there are hidden ranks in the matchmaking system, and if you didn't know that, then, well, I don't blame you. They're hidden. And I thought to myself, well, if someone with almost 100,000 subscribers doesn't know how the matchmaking system works yet, well, that's something worth talking about. So when you're getting a grasp of the matchmaking system, there are essentially two numbers that you need to understand. These two values are your MMR and your CSR. We're going to talk about MMR first because it's generally lesser known than CSR. Also, in order to get to your CSR, you have to get through your MMR first. MMR stands for matchmaking rating, and a lot of players refer to this as their hidden rank. Every game you play, your MMR will change, and that is why even in social, if you're a good player, you may end up playing other good players even though you're playing social. This never takes into account your CSR, or your competitive Spartan rank that is unique to Halo 5. That's from Bronze to Onyx. So let's give you a quick example. Say you want to play in the playlist Big Team Battle. This is a social playlist, so there is no CSR associated with it, but every game in every game mode has a MMR associated with it for every game that you play. Let's say that you're really good at the game normally. Maybe you have the champion rank in a playlist like Free For All or Solo Queue Team Arena. But let's say on this particular night when you're playing Big Team Battle, you are really drunk. Or if you're under the age of 21, you're just playing with like a broken TV or something. These things will make it so that you don't play well, and when you don't play well, your MMR will go down. So even though in other playlists and in general you are a very good player, because right now you're not playing very well, your MMR will go down, and right now you will play lower level players. But MMR changes a lot faster than CSR does. In competitive, going from Bronze to Onyx can take a very long time, 72 games to be exact, and that's if you won all of them in a row. But unlike CSR, MMR changes very quickly depending on your skill right now. So while your MMR might be very low if you're playing on a broken TV or you're drunk while playing, if you come on the next morning with a fresh mind and maybe a fresh monitor, your MMR will shoot straight back up again because you're a good player. So basically, the big conspiracy that everyone is freaking out about when they get this information is that CSR actually doesn't do anything. The only thing CSR does is it tells people how good you are, but really it doesn't, because MMR is what actually chooses who you play. So your CSR could be Onyx, but if you still suck, your MMR will put you against platinum players. And this is the last thing I'm going to say, because if I go any deeper into the matchmaking system, it's going to get a little bit too complicated. But have you ever had this happen to you? This is a post-game screen from some Team Arena. Two of the players on the enemy team specifically made Smurf accounts and got those Smurf accounts to lower ranks so that their average CSR would be lower. If you notice, the two best players on their team were Silver and Platinum, while the two lowest were Onyx. MMR isn't completely independent of CSR. Just because you're good doesn't mean you're going to play a bunch of champs. MMR likes to rank you within your CSR. So what I mean is, if you're a diamond player, but you're a really bad diamond player, you're not going to play silvers because you're really bad. You're just going to play other really bad diamond players. If you're a silver player, but you're really good, like champion level, that doesn't mean you're going to play champions. You're just going to play other really good silvers. So by smurfing, this team has a lower average CSR, allowing them to play lower skilled teams. Teams at 343 are trying to fix this. Right now, they have a huge forum going on with feedback about the matchmaking system and a ton of information that they're constantly updating on what they might be doing to fix it and how the matchmaking system even works. The information that I got for this video is directly sourced from those feedback forums. If you want to learn more or you want to give your feedback, that is the best place to go, and I'll post a link to those in the video description. One of the suggested changes is that MMR be much more heavily weighted than CSR. So if you smurfed down to a bronze level rank in Free For All, but then you proved that you were really good against those bronze level players, instead of taking 72 games to get from Bronze 1 to Onyx, it would take you much less. Also, if you did something like the cheeky bastards in this screenshot and you're one of the Onyx players at the bottom of the team and you went into play solo queue by yourself, the game would realize that you actually are pretty bad and rank you down from Onyx into Diamond. But let me tell you guys, there are a lot of proposed changes. There are a lot of feedback going on in these forums, so make sure to go check them out and give your opinions there if you want, but you can also talk about them here down in the comments section. I'd love to hear what you think. And even if you don't think anything about this video and you think the video was terrible, comment your highest rank down in the comment section below. I do want to go into a couple more things with the matchmaking system that may be a little more advanced, so if you want to see some of those videos and you're not already subscribed, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Those videos will be coming soon. I want to thank you all for watching. Please stay notable, and I will see you in the next video.